So I have just been talking to one of my very beautiful clients, and she was telling me that it was very tricky for her to exercise. Did I believe her? No. No, 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 my dear friend. I did not believe her that it was so tricky for her to exercise. No, excuses do not work with me. I have been in positions before where I've been in pain and stuff, and I've thought, oh, I can't possibly exercise. But it's in doing the exercise, it's in eating right, it's in making those changes that sometimes can be a little bit uncomfortable that actually help you to get better health and well-being. Now, this isn't the same as like not giving yourself enough time to rest and sleep. Obviously, that's an important part, and she's certainly getting lots of time to rest and sleep. Yes, she's not worrying about not getting enough of that. She's getting probably more than enough of that. But when somebody says to me that they can't exercise and that that's why they can't take their dogs for walks of a sort of the length of walk that a dog of may need. Now, obviously, every dog has a different need. Every human has a different need. But, you know, she could be doing a bit more. And, you know, I did say I was going to create this video and make this video and mention things that she had said, although I did say I promise I will not give the game away. Your secret is safe with me. You will not be, you know, I will not use your name. I will not use your name. I absolutely would never do that to anyone. But it's helpful because there are other people like that. And I know, you know, we've all been in times when we're like, oh, I don't think I'll go to the gym or don't do this and that and the other. But to shed a little bit of more insight on this situation. So she has a swelling in her legs, and the swelling in her legs, well, personally, I believe it's due to lymphatic fluids and being a bit stagnant and needing to detoxify her body. And she's not convinced about all of this. That's fine, but she did say she'd think about it. And I said, well, you know, do think about it, because if you find out that by detoxifying your body and going on a juice fast for a few days, just start with a few days and then just change your diet after that, if that helps you to feel more comfort, then is that not a good thing? So the other thing I have suggested to her, because she said, I can't walk, it hurts too much to walk. Okay, well, how about, and this is what I suggested to her, is to buy a rebounder. Now, a rebounder is a small trampoline. And so she said, oh, but I can't, I mean, there was quite a few excuses. I can't possibly jump up and down on that, I'll fall off, whatever. Okay, you might fall off. Well, that's all right. You can sit on it, but you must do it. So she has promised, not me, she's promised herself, because she needs to be accountable for her. She has promised that she's going to be getting a rebounder and that she's going to be using it. She's going to buy that from Amazon today, and then she's going to fix it up, like put the legs on it, I guess, and then she's going to start using it each day, sitting on it, just sitting on it. I said, look, even if it is something that you don't want to do, there are things that you do want to do. At this point, she enjoys watching her television, so you could sit on that when you're watching your television and just bounce around on it. So this is a solution for the time being, whilst she begins to reduce the swelling in her legs. The other thing is that obviously swelling in legs can also be down to nutrients, maybe not having the correct nutrients and stuff, but you know, that's not the main thing we're looking at the moment. And yes, she has been to see a doctor, and so it's not like just like, oh, it's all about coming to see somebody like a coach to get these things sorted. Now, the other thing that I want to mention in all of this is that she has obviously a dog. And her dog has also got some problems, you know, her dog does. I mean, generally when somebody comes to me with problems, it's generally problems with their dog. In fact, she came to me originally because of problems with her dog. And then we get talking and we see that she actually has problems and she's not actually been walking her dog. So her dog's feeling really stressed out, really like, oh man, I just need to get out. I need to get out. I've got cabin fever. And she's putting all of her junk, I told her this, so don't feel bad for her, onto her dog. She likes to grab hold of her dog, sit the dog on her lap and stroke the dog with a lot of stroke. Stroke. And while she's doing that, it might be soothing her, but she's not giving her dog the opportunity to relax as well from being stroked. So I'm sure because you know, I'm sure that the dog is actually very happy to give to her to a certain degree, but the dog, in order for the dog to be happy and able to give to her from a pure space in a balanced place, then the dog also must have its own time for R&R.